So Fallout 76, as most of you know, recently had this major Wastelanders update. And within this update, there's a whole brand new currency that players have to grind for to unlock some very valuable goodies. And that new currency is gold. For example, there is a settler and raider faction trader that we can go up to trade gold for some goodies. And these vendors won't have much to offer at first, but the higher you get your reputation with them, the better stuff that you'll find for gold from these traders. So yeah, keep that in mind. When you first approach them, they don't have much, but the higher you get your reputation with them, the more stuff they'll have for sale. And well, I'm about to say a spoiler here, guys. I already said a spoiler, how gold is a new currency, but I'm about to be showing a major spoiler here, so if you don't want to see this, I highly suggest to just back out of the video. However, if you don't really care, well, I'm about to show this. Yeah, I think that was a good enough warning. So anyways, after you get through the main quest line with the settlers or raiders, you end up running into the Secret Service agents. And this dude here that goes by Regs will have loads of majorly valuable plans that we can unlock by trading gold with them. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the top 10 best ways that I know of to get gold the fastest. Also, be sure to stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to be adding a pretty important bonus tip as well to get a lot of gold at once. Figured I'd add a very important bonus tip as well at the very end, just for the people that do take the time to watch until the very end of my video, because I am about to take a long time compiling all of this together. My goal out of making this is just to simply genuinely help out the Fallout 76 community, because this is now the most valuable currency to get within the game. And I have to say, I love that Bethesda added this in the game because it gives more players like myself something to actually grind for. Anyways, now let's go and get into these top 10 tips plus a bonus tip over the best ways to get gold the fastest. Okay, so for the first tip I have for y'all will be located over at the Wayward. Once you get over here, you just want to head on inside the place, and within here you then just want to head to the second floor, and you're going to find this dude right here named Smyly. This guy has the hookup for gold. This is honestly going to be the fastest way that you're going to be able to get gold each week. As you can see, you could pay 6,000 caps to get 300 gold. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'd say it's worth it for all the different things that you can get with gold. As we know, a lot of those things are extremely valuable. Where'd you go, buddy? I was talking to you. What the heck? Anyways, I guess let me re-talk to him. Bam! Just got an additional 300 gold bars.
Check back Monday. I should have more stock then.
So yeah, as you heard, once you buy the 300 gold bullion total from him, he'll tell you to check back Monday. So that seems to be the max that you can get from Smyly each week. Because as you can see, when you go back to trade with them, everything will be labeled as red, and you won't be able to select nothing, even if you have enough caps. Okay, so second tip I have for y'all is be sure that you actually go to the Radiation Rumble new event that pops up on the Emmett Mountain disposal site right here on the map. The reason why you want to be sure you do this event is because within this event, if you manage to complete it, you'll get 4 Treasury Notes, which is the max at the moment that you can get from a single event within Fallout 76. And these Treasury Notes you can turn in at gold press machines for 10 gold per note. That is awesome. So it gives us more of a reason to participate in events. As some of you may know that have been playing Fallout 76 before Wastelanders, a lot of events were pretty lonely besides like the Scorched Beast Queen fight. But now we have more of a purpose to go around the map and do these. So real quick, in case you're wondering where these gold press machines are located at, the one at the Raiders will be located in the core where Meg's at, right here, as you can see. And the gold press machine over at Foundation is located right around the corner here, right before you go down the elevator where Paige is at. As you can see, it's located right here against the wall. So yeah, those are very important to know about. And keep in mind, you can only turn in 20 Treasury Notes per day. You can get a total of 200 gold from these gold press machines per day. Anyways, the third tip I have for you all is be sure you also grind the Scorched Earth event, where you have to fight the Scorched Beast Queen, because this is another event where you're going to get 4 Treasury Notes when completing. As you can see, when I did complete it, of course, you get a lot of stuff such as the stabled flux and whatnot, so it didn't exactly show that I got 4 Treasury Notes. However, it will pop up on your screen eventually that you did get Treasury Notes. And if you go into your miscellaneous selection, you can see that you got 4. You get actually 4 for each of the hard events. And this is definitely considered a hard event because you have to launch a nuke alone to spawn the Scorched Beast Queen. So yeah, this is definitely some in-game content. You can't just simply go launch a nuke at level 5 or 10. Anyways, the 4th tip is to be sure to do the encrypted event, where you have to fight the imposter sheep squatch. Because once again, this is another event that you're going to get 4 treasury notes when completing. Once again, and the 5th tip will be sure to do Project Paradise, because when you complete this, you'll also get 4 treasury notes. These 4 events that I went over are the most crucial to be grinding within Fallout 76 Wastelanders to get the most treasury notes at once when completing a event. 4 treasury notes are the max that you can get at once. And it makes sense why these give us 4 treasury notes and the others don't. It's because these are actually difficult events to complete. You actually, for the most part, need a squad to complete them. Sure, they are possible to do solo, but they're going to be extremely difficult to do solo. Okay, so now since you know the best events to do to get the most amount of treasury notes at once and where to exactly turn them in at for 10 gold each, now I'm going to go ahead and give you all some more tips over other things that you can do for these treasury notes. So for the 6th tip here is to be sure to be participating in the new riding shotgun event. Now this isn't your typical event that's going to pop up on the map. You're going to have to literally go to the location to start this up. And the location that you can start this at is located over here at the Big Bend Tunnel East. Once you get over here, you just want to talk to this dude here, and this is how you can start this event. Now, what's special about this is when completing it, you get 2 treasury notes. Also, you get some new clothing and plans too, and not to mention a new backpack skin as well. But besides all that, what's beneficial about doing riding shotgun is you can just simply quit out of the server that you're in once you complete it and get the 2 treasury notes, and then just hop right back into a brand new server, and you have a high chance of starting this back up once again to get another 2 treasury notes. It's extremely simple to farm. Honestly, this is probably one of the fastest ways to gather the notes just because of how fast it seems like you can farm this. You don't have to specifically wait for the event to pop up on the map. You just have to talk to Vinny. Also, keep in mind, it doesn't always work every time you jump into a brand new server. The event could have been just recently completed or something. So yeah, on that note, it does refresh over a certain amount of time. I'm not exactly sure what the time is. So if you just want to wait in your server and then go back over to Big Bend Tunnel East and see if you can start it back up and do it that way to farm it, you can. I mean, it all depends on what you want to do. But anyways, for the 7th tip in this video, I wanted to cover another new event that came within Fallout 76 Wastelanders, and this one's located over at the Overseer's home at Sutton. Once you get over here, you just want to head on down into the basement and talk to Davenport. There's a daily quest that you can start up from this guy called Photo Opportunity. Keep in mind, you are going to have a camera to do this quest. But once you complete it, you will be rewarded 3 treasury notes. So definitely keep in mind to do this daily as well. It's a new one, so I decided I'd cover this one in this tip video because not a lot of players may know about this. Also, you get a bunch of camera modifications from doing this daily as well. So yeah, it's pretty beneficial. Anyways, the 8th tip I have for y'all to get gold, I highly recommend to do your 2 daily faction quests called Retirement Plan and Vital Equipment. Vital Equipment is the Settlers daily quest that you get from Ward, and the Retirement Plan is the Raiders daily quest that you get from Roxy. Whenever you complete each of these each day, you'll be rewarded 3 treasury notes once again. And not to mention, it raises your faction reputation too. So yeah, it's highly beneficial. Anyways, my 9th tip here will be all of the events that you can do for 3 treasury notes. As you can see here, these will have a medium difficulty. This is actually data mined information, which I'll have this information down below in the description if you want to further investigate this. But yeah, as you can see, all of the events that give you 3 treasury notes are free ranged, Graham's Meat Cook, which I know that isn't in the game quite yet, but like I mentioned, this is data mined information. So it's pretty much just describing all the files that has 3 treasury notes for rewards. So we may get Graham's Meat Cook sometime in the future again. But anyways, get more into this. We got Heart of the Swamp, Line in the Sand, Load Bearing, Mischief Night, One Violent Night, Photo Opportunity, which is what I just told you all about. I just wanted to show you specifically where it is because that is a brand new daily quest that we can do that was introduced within Wastelanders. Anyways, we got Retirement Plan, The Importance of Communication, Uranium Fever, and Vital Equipment, which I just went over Vital Equipment and Retirement Plan because those are also new daily quests that were added within Wastelanders. Anyways, the 10th tip I have for y'all before I go ahead and get into the bonus tip here at the end is the easy events to take on to get 2 treasury notes when completing them. As you can see, we have Campfire Tales, Distinguished Guest, Fosnot Day, Feed the People, Guided Meditation, Jailbreak, Path to Enlightenment, Primal Cuts, riding shotgun, which I know I went over that previously, but I wanted to show you specifically where it was at, just so you all know exactly where to go to do it. And I wanted to mention how you can farm it easily as well. Anyways, lastly, we got Swarm of Suitors and Tea Time. So be sure to be doing those events around the game too. Pretty much just don't be sleeping on the events anymore, guys. That's how you can stock up on Treasury Notes. And like I mentioned before, each Treasury Note is worth 10 gold bars. So they definitely add up. Okay, so the bonus tip I wanted to add in here, and it's completely optional if you want to do this, but at the end of the story, you get an option on whether or not you want to half the gold with the faction, or you can choose to take it all for yourself. If you choose to take it all for yourself, you can get a total of 1,000 gold. I only got 900 here because I chose a certain scenario within the story and got on someone's bad side. To make things short, I killed Jin's mom just to see what would happen. And well, yeah, it turns out she actually steals 100 gold and disappears within the Settler's Vault heist if you choose that scenario. But you can get a total of 1,000 if you choose this scenario. But it is going to decrease some reputation ranks, so keep that in mind. But I mean, you can just rank up your reputation again. That's not too difficult to get up. What is difficult to grind for is the gold. Once again, it all depends on what you want to do for this scenario. It is kind of an evil and greedy choice to choose, but you do get more gold. Completely optional, once again. Just thought I'd throw that out there for those of you that may want to do this choice. Also, just wanted to throw it out there as well. I'm not totally sure if this only affects your reputation rank. This could affect something else as well with the faction. Once again, I'm not totally sure on that. But yeah, I guess that's wrapping up this video, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this comprehensive guide over how to get the new currency. If you found this enjoyable, consider taking a little bit of your time and leaving a like. And hey, if you're new around here, consider giving my channel a chance and sticking around and subscribing. As always though, all of that is totally up to you. Just thought I'd leave a friendly reminder here at the end of this video. I'm out of here, everybody. Thanks for taking the time, watching and listening. Until next time, everyone, try to stay safe out there. Peace.